Welcome to VENOM Statues. Today we're reviewing Venom. Today we're reviewing Venom. Here's the box. Might give you some close-ups of it, but you've got a detailed picture here, and you've actually got a picture of a different sculpture here, a different sculpture here, in lower resolution. So it's the Tom Hardy version, that means it's from the movie. Here's the packaging inside. Let's get it out of the box. Well, we know it comes in pieces. So these are the pieces it came in. It came in 4 main pieces. You can see here it just came with 2 hands, the base and the body, and the boxes it came in, and the packaging for those that are interested. So back to the sculpture. I think he slots in pretty easily this time. If you've seen my other videos, I always say that, and it never goes in quite easily. But this one looks like it's nearly pretty done. Get there on the right hand side. Bam. There we go. You have Venom. Now, first impressions, it's pretty heavy. It's pretty cool. Say about a lot of things, but you'd be fooled by the base. It's actually hollow. It's not as solid as you would think, or heavy looking as you would think. These pieces are quite heavy, though it looks like this is a bit wiggly. I'll show you that. Don't even need to, you saw it yourself. Now, the paint job, it looks Venom-like, but you can see a difference between his head and his shoulder. That his head looks a bit more matte than his body. His body's quite glossy, as it should be. He's actually quite a glossy character. He's got a really slimy look to him, which he should have, being the symbiote that he is. The details on his chest, it looks cheap. I'd say the sculpt is really cool, the figure is really cool, but it does look like a cheap statue. It doesn't look expensive, it doesn't look premium, but the sculpt is cool. I like the body, the form, the density that the sculpture gives. There are a few seam lines, massive ones here, the biggest being behind his arm. I'll take a photo of that and show you on the screen. His claws and hands look pretty awesome. There's a few touch-ups needed though on his fingernails. You might want to go over that with some paint. Another massive seam on his hip. There is not much else to complain about, other than if anyone saw this, they would recognize it's Venom straight away. So that's not really a complaint, that's actually a compliment. The base he's standing on, so the base itself, it looks like a broken clock with Roman numerals on it. It's got some bronze paint on here. You can see the brush strokes. It does look cheap if you walk close up on inspection. I'd say this cost a bit more than the ones behind me. I can't actually remember what I paid for it. In fact, I think this was $67 US, and I got it off AliExpress. Though it looks like it's $40, to be honest. But it does look cool for any collector. You wouldn't be sad having it in your collection. But yeah, other than that, it's a really cool statue made in China. Not much more to say about it. If you do have any questions about the statue, or if you want to know any details, like the face, in fact we'll go over the face. Yeah. So as you can see in the face sculpt is actually done pretty well. The jaw looks awesome. It looks like it's elongating and dislocating like his mouth does. The tongue, I think there could have been a bit more gloss work on there just because everything else is glossy. The teeth look fine, look cool. And the actual mask that he has looks good. The seam line around his neck and head is actually quite good. Usually around other characters, the seam line around the neck is quite bad for whole body costumes such as Spider-Man. Speaking of, I have one. I have a Spider-Man statue. Just here, I'll probably come out on my next review. That still needs to be unboxed. But yeah, size comparison, we'll measure this guy, eh? We'll see how tall he is. Give me 1 second. Cool. Got the measuring tape. He is 24 centimeters high, and his width is approximately 23 centimeters. So he's about 9.5 inches high and 9 inches wide. Yeah, so for size comparison, here's some of my smaller statues. These quite large. Let's hear some facts. Fact number 1. The emblem on his chest is actually because he likes Spider-Man. When he's bonded to Spider-Man, he liked him so much and now he's trying to copy him. Fact number 2. Chocolate satisfies his bloodthirsty appetite for blood. Fact number 3. Fact number 3. Fact number 3. Unlike my wife, Venom can't lie. Fact number 4. His weaknesses are actually fire and sound. Fact number 5, which is actually my most interesting one, or the most interesting one to me, is that the character Venom was originally meant to be a woman. I thought that was very cool. I actually would probably prefer the character to be a woman. I think that it would give the character a bit more depth. It wouldn't be as cliche as all the other Marvel characters, and it would be one badass anti-hero. Fact number 6. The spider sense doesn't work on Venom. So this makes a Venom one of the few characters that can actually sneak up on Spider-Man. Fact number 7. This guy is actually part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's in Flash Thompson's version of Venom. I thought that's really cool. They're one of my favourite superhero groups. That leads on to fact number 8. He's actually also a member of the Avengers. He became one Avenger for a short amount of time. I actually don't know which comic series, but I thought that was a very cool fact to chuck in there. And the last fact, this guy has actually got a Venom Pool version. So one where he is Deadpool and Venom combined. So as you can see, I've got the Deadpool statue here waiting to be unboxed. They'll be unboxed in the future. Until then, subscribe, like and comment on Shadow Stamp statues. Tell me what you think, tell me what you want to see, and hopefully we'll get reviewed. Much more coming, so stay tuned. Cheers guys.